Hey y'all, hey, I made some time for you. How y'all doing today? It's me. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading, it may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's get y'all a wisdom oracle. Today is Tuesday. Alright, building blocks, okay. Tuesday, July 7th, it is 11:03 a.m. Building blocks, 28. So you're building a foundation. 8 and 2 is 10. Piece by piece, right? Goal by goal, right? You're planning. Step by step, okay? Even some of the life lessons are building blocks, you know what I mean? Y'all see me, y'all look a hot-ass mess. But it's been raining. I've been out in the rain all morning. Finally home. Let's go. And we got co-creating with the universe. Okay, you're building something here. 40 could be significant. I heard 40 years. That's what I heard. I heard 40 years, 40 days, 40 days, 40 nights. It's like you've been on this journey, right? And you know, like when the Egyptians had to leave, not the Egyptians, the Jews had to leave Egypt, and they were going through the wilderness and in the desert, and they were complaining all the time, right? They was hungry. They wanted that old stability, right? They wanted that old way of life. It was better than going through these hardships, right? It was better than going through these hardships, and a lot of people didn't stay on the path, right? A lot of people complained and wanted to turn around and go back. God allowed them to go back. You know, he gave them what they wanted, right? And then they realized it was too late that what they wanted wasn't even good for them. You know what I'm saying? It's being done in your favor for you, yen. To raise your awareness, right? Co-creating. Yeah, this is to build your wisdom, to build your stamina, to build your skill, right? You learn things on this journey, and you may have been in a place where you're getting tired, right? And you want to give up, but you trust, and you believe, right? That this was not for nothing. Like the freedom that you have now, you may not have those comforts that you had in the past, but the freedom that you have now, you know, it's like it's well worth it, right? It's way better than a slave energy that you were in. You were a slave to something or someone at some point, right? Back then, they were a slave to people that, you know, that felt like they were better than them, right? Really, it was really just being taken advantage of, being too trusting and too loving God's people. You hear me? Because God is about love. He created this world with love because he loved it so much. He made it what he made it. We're the ones that created this chaos. Okay, let's be real clear about that. But he gave us a beautiful planet to live on, to survive on. And, you know, we take it for granted every single day. It's a gift. Okay? So, what you've learned on this journey is you learned to trust God. All right? You had a lot of faith. And the situations and the endurance that you've had to have, made your faith stronger. Okay? Now you're co-creating. You want what the universe wants for you, and God wants to give you the world, baby. He did. He did. He gave us the world and everything in it. Stop playing. What we got here? By the book. Baby, did you not pay attention? Did you not keep going? Did you stay attached to the vine? Did you? Yes, you did. You did it by the book. Amen. Amen. Yes, because you did it by the book. Because you kept getting into the book. I'm telling you, that's the survival. That book. You better read it. You better read it. 11 could be significant. And what we got? Never ending story. I don't know why I pulled another one. But keep going with it. Timing, something about time. Procrastination, I'm hearing. 37 could be significant. Waiting for something. I'm hearing time heals all wounds. So not only, I'm hearing, when is this going to be over? That's what I'm thinking. When is this going to be over? Right? Don't get yourself exchanging gifts, because you're around somebody that doesn't value you. They don't see you as someone that's fragile, maybe even sensitive. But you see, like, with this cats, when they see things like fairies and little things and toys and shit like that, the only thing they know is to play with it, to scratch at it, because they're primal animals, right? So this is you trying to use your softness with somebody that doesn't understand that you're very valuable. You're very vulnerable, right? And it can easily, really hurt you. You know what I'm saying? You're a gift. Look, you're coming out the box. You're a gift. You came to teach someone how to be more mindful of their actions, all right? Because cats don't think about that shit when they playing. They just think that's something to play with, And usually with most toys that you give animals, they destroy them. Then you go out and get them another one, right? You're a gift, a rare gift, right? Somebody that's very soft, very nourishing, very loving, and fragile. I keep hearing fragile. And this, this is somebody that don't understand. You hear me? Never ending story. When is this going to be over? It's like time. And God's time. They don't see you as a gift. That's what Spirit said. They don't see you as a gift. They see you as something that they can just, toy with until it's over. The fates. And then get a new one, right? That's a new victim. Yes. The fates. You're fated to have so much more. You're fated to, because of your belief, right? Because of your faith and your trust in the Most High, in the universe, doing what it's going to do, and it's going to be very fucking fair. The universe is going to be fair because it's only going to give you the energy that you put out. You understand? So that's fair as fair, right? The fates. I feel like you're trying to be patient with something as you try to build. 17 could be, look, imagine. Yes. The moon energy. Some of you guys could be moon signs. Not moon signs. Water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Spirit saying, think bigger, think higher. You may come from a place where, that you've always, tried to give and be the gift in other people's lives, but you've always been met with primal energy. People that just didn't see the perception of who you are. You know what I mean? Very fragile. That's that fairy sitting there, right there, right? Waiting for time. 7 and 3 is 10. Imagine your emotional state, your dream state. Loyal heart, that's you. Loyal. Yes, you're very by the book. Yeah, you're loyal. You're loyal to a fault. And, if this had to be part of your journey for you to deal with a lot of traumatic energy in this lifetime, it helped you to build endurance. Of course, when we're trying to change our lives, we have to believe in something, right? We have to believe that where we're going, what we want, is better than what we're doing, right? We can see that for ourselves. We can see in ourselves that we're not giving our best. We can see in ourselves when we're doing things that's harmful to ourselves and to other people. We begin to see that, right? And we want to move away from that. Not everybody, but, if your awareness is there, right? You're very loyal. The here and now. You got some choices to make. The past and the future. The past, you're right in the middle. You're right in the middle of the past and your future. What you imagine for yourself, it can be a possibility, right? But there's something about your loyalty. It's like you're in two minds about something. 5 and 3 is 8. That's giving me like a cycle. Okay, 10. Waiting for this cycle to close. When is this cycle going to close? It's going to close when you learn the lesson. When you make a choice, when you make a decision. But Spirit said, don't give up now. Do not give up now. Timing is everything, and divine timing. Just like being in that desert, they didn't know when it was going to be over, but they had faith and they kept going, right? They did it by the book. They built a strong foundation, and you live on that foundation on a daily basis, right? You keep going. You believe. Not that you have to believe, but you believe, right? You do believe. Spirit, thank you. You do believe, right? You have faith. Let's keep going. Let's get some tea. What's the tea? Uninterested on the bottom of the deck. Fake flexing in the reverse. Oh, imagine it's 20. I didn't see the 20. Number 20 could be significant. Somebody's birthday could be on the 20th of the month. I'm just saying. What we got here? We got ego, death of the ego. Death of the ego. Hurt ego, getting in the way of relationships, jobs, everything, you know what I'm saying? The ego. Thinking you know everything, right? Unable to even be open to receive new information, right? Somebody's bankrupt, all right? Finances could be in trouble, bills past due. Somebody refused, and they got bad habits. Somebody could have a drug habit. Yeah, refusing. And this is why someone is stuck in this cycle. It's because there's something that they refuse to let go. They refuse to. It's not to accept that they got these bad habits, and these bad habits is causing them to lose their grip, their stability, because that's all it's going to do. It's going to take away from everything. Listen, that gas money, that rent money, that electricity money, all that money, the water bill money, the food money, all that shit becomes nil and void. It's not as important as getting that next fix. And often enough we tell ourselves, we'll make it up, we'll work hard, but how? You can't. You done been up all night. You can't even get up to go to work, right? And then if you go to work, you're showing up messed up, and then you're gonna, I already know how that go. You make mistakes, Yeah, kissing ass and holding grudges. Listen, somebody feels like they ain't kissing nobody's ass. They ain't gonna ask nobody for no help. They're not. Their ego. They're too prideful. And they hold on to shit and they don't let fucking go. You understand? And they hold on to shit because of how they feel about themselves. Right? If somebody, shit's happening in the background, somebody try. But a cycle is about to end. This could be somebody that you're dealing with, collective, somebody in your family, somebody in your life somehow, a co-worker, a friend, a neighbor, whoever. You feeling me? But they're so prideful that they feel like asking for help will be kissing ass. All right? Well, maybe, look, bad reputation. Somebody got a bad reputation. Yep, they sure do. Yeah. Yep. And they and they blame whatever they're dealing with. They want to blame it on everyone around them or whoever this is. That you collective, because you're making a decision. Oh, because you stayed the path. Because you didn't go back to those old ways. You didn't go back to that old life. Come on now. Yes, sir. Love on the brain. Dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgia. Yeah, somebody thinks about the past a lot. How it used to be. Yep, and they feel like this. They hold it. Yeah, you listen. If you guys had addictions in the past, you got over that shit. That shit is removed, far removed, because you went through the 40 days and the 40 nights in the desert, or 40 years, however long it was. They was out there. Yes, 11. That's a master number. That's alignment. Staying true to the path. Your loyalty to self and to God, right? Because he said, look, his words will not come back void. Nothing he says will come back void. And if you don't know what he said, it's in the Bible. You ain't got to depend on what nobody says. Once you're open to receive the information with the universe, to co-create with, that's a manual. That's a manual. How to treat the world right. The gift, right? He gave us the world. You ever hear somebody tell you, I'll give you the world? They can't. You already have it. You understand? You already have that. What's going on here, Spirit? Oops, somebody could have child services in their life. Kids at risk of being taken or about to be, somebody reporting neglect and abuse, and the bills, somebody's lights could be off. You feeling me? That kind of energy, gas off, and they doing drugs, they getting high, and mad at the world because, or you collected because you stayed the path. Fake accounts. Somebody watches you from fake accounts. Fake social media, they spy. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yep, running. I don't know who running. Or you staying focused and you're staying on your path. You minding your own business. Yep. What we got here? Always partying. Look at this. Always partying. Listen. Somebody's into you, good chemistry, great vibes. Somebody feels like you got great vibes. You got good, you're very positive. Yep, and this is somebody that could be cyberbullying you as well. From a fake account, of course, right? Because they still holding on to some shit. Yeah. And they ain't kissing your ass. Somebody done lost the car. Look at this. Dirty offer in the reverse. Yeah. Somebody got a bad reputation. Their hustling skills are nil. They ain't got no more hustle in them. They can't rob Peter to pay Paul no more. They can't get out there and get it like they used to no more. Look, talking shit. Ooh, they talking shit. Yes, they are. Legal system. Somebody's got legal issues. That heard it ain't fair. Yep, you keep moving in silence. That's what Spirit said. Move in silence. Somebody's trying to keep track of what's going on with you. What's this? Reflective. It came in reverse. Look, they want you back. Nope. This Spirit says this is a dirty offer. Don't mess around with this person. If it's anything like that, or even be around this person because they got bad habits. And from bad habits come bad behaviors. Yeah, I know what that means. Yes, sir. Cause bad behaviors. They talking shit about you though. They need to stop talking shit and get to focusing on what's going on with them kids and shit. And they stability, them bills, getting them lights on and shit, putting that drug stuff down. Ooh, somebody could be into something heavy. Photo proof. They can't see nothing. Somebody's trying to get some kind of evidence on you. Listen, you have moved on. Collective has moved on. They're not coming back. They're not coming back. Look, obsessive lover. Look, you are not interested. Thank you, Spirit. You're not interested in this. Yep, you stayed the path. You know what I mean? You kept going, and I feel like you could be, things could be getting better for you. Because I don't know what God promised, but He promised us a better life, a better way, right? Peace, right? If we go do it the way He likes us to do it, right? He knows we're not perfect, right? But our intention, our heart, that's all He need to see. That's all He need to see. To show you favor, that's all. And not just show you favor, but because He'll let you bump your head, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly you're not thinking straight. Or you maybe need to make a new decision, But we get better, right? With the building blocks, we get better. Oh, it hit. Look at this. There's a rat. They clout hungry. They say and do anything. They make shit up. They're very dramatic. This is somebody that's a people pleaser. They like to be in the it crowd, even though behind the scenes, or maybe not. You know what I'm saying? They got some shit going on in their personal life that they really need to take care of, but they so busy watching you, collective, because that's what they doing. And look at this. Impersonator in reverse. Yeah, somebody can't do it no more. They can't. Whatever's going on in somebody's life is not going to be hidden anymore. It's going to be in plain view of everybody. Because, and they want to be you. Act like you, dress like you, look like you, copy you. Listen. Listen, you live rent-free in their head. Do you hear me? You live rent-free. Looking you up. You could have somebody blocked. When you try to see what's going on your social media through fake accounts. That's the only way they can see, but they can't see much because it's a fake account, right? What's going on in spirit? Ooh-wee. They're getting bad karma. Somebody's getting bad karma. They're getting what they put out. They co-created with the universe, right? They cannot fake flex no more. They can't do it. They cannot keep up with the Joneses, knows Moses. Alright, I'm going to get y'all a spiritual AF 2222. Good number to end it on. Yep, they're getting karma. Yep, they can't floss no more. They can't, show off. They can't do none of that no more because it done caught up with them. They can't have company no more because they ain't got no electricity. They ain't got no lights. They probably got no food. The house is dirty. The kids are at risk of being taken from them. Dirty clothes because they spent the laundry money. Or they can't do nothing because electricity's out. What we got here? Sometimes crushing it means asking for help. Ooh, somebody said, they ain't gonna ask for no help because that would be too much like kissing your ass. That's what I heard. Only fools or suckers think they can do it all on their own. Ask for help. Then take the help. Let other people be a part of your success. Don't be stingy about letting people share in whatever kick-assery you create. Every real baller has a crew. Also, you don't know everything. That's just a fact. Alright, y'all. That's the message. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see y'all in the next time. Listen, don't forget to vote for your girl, for your favorite chef. Alright? I love y'all. Y'all stay up. Deuces.